No, I was looking through data records on our end, and I noticed you've been having some problems getting your work movement approved.
Yeah, I've been having constant problems with my work movement every week.
So I just want, what it looks like is, are you sending it the email, and then are you also following up with a phone call the same day you send the email?
I usually send the email, and sometimes I call the same day, sometimes I call a day or two after.
So in order for our monitoring center to upload the documents into the system, you have to follow up the email with a verbal request via phone. If you don't do the phone call, they won't upload it for review. And I just wanted to clear that up so you don't have any more problems.
Okay, my confusion is that for months it wasn't doing that. It's been not a problem. It only became a problem as of November. So for months it was doing it fine, and then it wasn't. And it still doesn't account for the times where I do call and I still have problems, or the times that I get called while I'm at work on my movement.
I understand. So actually what it looks like is they're starting to follow the procedures that they're supposed to be doing. So I just want to I wanted to let you know that, because I saw that happen the last couple of requests, so I want to make sure it didn't happen again.
Okay.
So you knew what to do.
All right. Do you know why they're still calling me at work while I'm on movement? Because I work a customer service job, and I get calls while I'm talking to customers, and it's starting to get me in trouble at work. I'm not going to be able to hold the job down if that keeps happening.
Are you leaving right at the start of your approved time, or are you waiting?
Sometimes I leave. Sometimes it takes a little bit. It really depends on when my ride gets here, if I have a ride.
So what happens sometimes is if you leave, after your start time, like 30 minutes, an hour, or something like that, our monitoring center will think you're not going to work that day, because normally our standard wait time for people to go to work is 30 minutes. That's kind of 30 minutes to an hour is the wiggle room people typically get.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll think you're not going to work that day. So then if you leave an hour, hour and a half after your start time or something like that, the equipment will think that, now you're not going to work, you're doing something else.
But I will literally be at the job, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the GPS is picking me up at the job.
Right, I understand. It's just sometimes when the alert gets in, the monitoring center is supposed to respond to the alert.
They can't
Sometimes there's a little delay in when they decide to call.
So they can't just look at the GPS and be like, oh, he's supposed to be at work, he's at work, let's not bother him at work. There's no protocol or no further thinking behind, ooh, I got an alert, let me call. There's nothing.
They should be checking, and I apologize if they haven't been.
Yeah, they haven't been checking for months now. Like, I get called at work every day. I've gotten called at work on days where I did leave on time because they said your beacon says you're supposed to be in the house, and I'm like, I got movement. What's going on? Like, I get called constantly when I'm at work, no matter when I leave.
Sure, and I also noticed you're submitting your work schedule as a one-time movement instead of a permanent schedule. A lot of these issues get cleared up when it's like a reoccurring permanent schedule. That way it's consistent.
I work retail, so my schedule ain't consistent. I don't get the same days every week. I just got to tell y'all when I find out.
Okay, I understand that. And I also, just to let you know, you're approved for today so that you can go out to your job today. It looks like they tried to call you earlier and you didn't answer, or maybe they called the wrong number.
Yeah, I got a missed call, and when I tried to call it back, it just said you got a number that doesn't work at Cook County, so I couldn't talk to anybody.
Yeah. So mainly those are the two things I want to call. I want to make sure we could make contact with you so that you could go to work today. And I wanted to kind of let you know that if you don't call when you send that email, there's going to be a delay in when they upload the documents to the system, because they won't upload the documents until you make that phone call.
Okay.
So if you call 2 days after you send the email, your 72-hour time period for when they have time to approve it starts, when you make that phone call.
All right. I'm still confused about the days where I did call immediately, because they still just haven't done it, but I hear what you're saying. All right.
Thank you for your time.
All right, you too. Bye.